Jeannie Mai, stop it. That's all I'm gonna say. Jeannie Mai, let that man see his kids, man. Stop it. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. And what people realize, it's not just a matter of keeping the daughter away from the father. It's just the more you keep, the more custody, primary, like if she gets primary custody of Jeezy's daughter, the more money she can get out of Jeezy, right? That's so they already know all the tools, all the things that they can use to have that separation occur. Okay, so most of the times, to get the father to basically paint the father in a bad light so he can stay away, so to keep away from the kid, they always use abuse. That could be of any form, and basically anything to portray that he is a danger to the kid. Okay, so if he's a gun owner, if you know what I'm saying, if he used to do things in his past, basically anything to paint him in a boogeyman. Like, this is why I believe that's actually one of the main reasons why I believe, one of the underlying reasons why women love going for certain type of dudes, because they can, what they say that they're attracted to, what they're saying, street ninjas and whatnot, they know that they can also use that against him when shit hits the fan. Hence why girls like that are never going to go for Russell Wilson or those kind of guys, because if you have a clean record, there's no leverage that she can gain on you. You know, that's a whole nother story for another day. But anyways, let's look at the headline. Jeannie Mai denies claims she is keeping her daughter away from Jeezy. Voices safety concerns over his firearms. According to the court documents, Jeannie Mai has refuted claims. Sorry, my nose is stuffy. What the hell? The documents show Jeannie has, however, voiced concerns about Jeezy's firearms and the safety of their child. In the documents, Jeannie's attorney says it is essential to clarify that Miss Jenkins' insistence on reasonable safety measures being put in place, such as safely securing and locking away all firearms that have been unsecured in the past, as well as having familiarity and properly trained caregivers, is absolutely not gatekeeping, but rather a responsible effort to prioritize their daughter's well-being. Jeannie says she gives Jeezy all the dates he requests to see their daughter, including some extra time this Christmas season. She says she wants Jeezy's presence in her daughter's life, but safety is her primary concern. Bitch, stop lying. And also, when I say stay away from straggles, that's not just exclusive to one race. Jeannie Mai is a straggle. You know what I'm saying? There's Asian straggles. There's white straggles. You know what I mean? It's not just, trust me. I know a lot of them, particularly Cambodians in my experience. But that's another story for another day. But it's interesting. She talks about safety concerns over firearms. She's just using, it's another abuse claim tactic, you know, or violence tactic. You know what I mean? It's interesting. She talks about concerns over firearms. Well, that didn't keep you from moving your whole family in with him. That wasn't a concern then. You wasn't complaining, especially when you weren't complaining about it then when you were together with Jeezy. I will say this. If you care about Jeezy, if you care about the future of your daughter, file for full custody. You might need to file for full custody, because Jeannie Mai is going to be a problem for basically the rest of your life, man. So you're beat, bro. You're beat. You're gonna. Well, Tommy Sotomayor, he has this thing where he says it's basically useless to demand for 50-50, because it's just her double dipping. She's going to make your life a living hell. He says file for full, Tommy Sotomayor's thing. He says file for full custody. And if that doesn't work, then just wash your hands and just pay the whatever the child support is asking for. Just pay that and just stay away from the kid altogether. And basically that stance is basically, look, you can either have a father or you can just have child support. And if you choose child support, okay, since that's all you want is my check, here. Because what women like to do, they like to double dip, where they're keeping the kid away from you, then still trying to extract all the money they want from you. Then on top of that, have you still paying for, talking about, oh, I'm low on rent, or I'm low on gas. And on top of that, on top of the child support you're paying from her, you're paying for the kid's school and whatnot. And you're paying the child support, and I can't see my kid. This is why men nowadays are filing for full custody because they're just literally like, this is just you're robbing me, and I can't see my kid. What kind of deal is that? And they know that none of the money is going into the kid. They know that. they know that. They understand that. So they're people just think, oh, he's just filing for full custody because he doesn't want to pay child support. No, because he's you're he knows that he's going to pay a premium anyways for the kid. He's just saying you might as well just be with me since clearly you can't afford it, but you still need my money, but I can't be around the kid. This is why men are filing for full custody nowadays. You know, it's simple math, but you know, the hoes, like stupid hoes will say shit like that. Oh, he's just filing for full custody. This is what child support. This is what a big child support. And I'm like, we already know that if the kid is living with you, you're gonna pay more, but you wouldn't know because you're double dipping because what the hoes are doing, they're using the child support, or if say they're divorced, they're using the alimony on top of the child support, and on top of that, they're saying, oh, you got to pay for his shoes or you got to pay for his clothes and then a logical man will be like, well, isn't that kind of covered under the child support that you got me? No, but you got so basically they're and on top of that, you're still paying for all this stuff, and on top of that, oh, you can only see the kids when I want you to see it. That's a terrible deal for men. That's terrible. That's terrible. That's why Tommy Sotomayor says what he says: either file for full custody, or just wash your hands of the kid and just pay the child support and move on. Just pay what you're required to the court and just move on with your life. And when Tommy kind of put me on, it sounded harsh, but as I grew older, I realized why men moved the same way. And because you'll literally do all of this, and you know, girls will. I'll tell you, you let any single girl tell you that has a baby father, they'll always say he's not doing enough. I'm talking about, it's rare. I mean, it's rare that you'll find a girl that's saying, oh, he's doing what he's supposed to do. But if you see a girl actually praising her baby father, that's because he's still smashing. I mean, I'm talking about they're not together at all. They're broken up for real. He's not smashing, and she doesn't cause any problem, and she still praises him. That's rare. That's rare. That's very rare. Like, that's very rare. Let me see. Girl, stop. But when you were there with the firearms, it wasn't a problem. Make it make sense. He said, you knew this Negro had guns before you met him. She's pissing me off. But these are just our child separation tactics. Yeah, but like I said, it wasn't a problem before. Oh man. But I don't. Okay, these are the race comments. This is what I said. This with the other thing. I remember there was another video I showed you 2 or 3 weeks ago. It was a black woman and a white man, and the black woman was making more than a man, and I was basically criticizing her for literally, because she's making like over $300,000 a year, and the guy was making $60,000. But you're literally trying to force this man to get his level up, and I'm like, you make $300,000 a year, and I'm like, you. So then I'm looking at these comments, and it was like of black dudes basically, oh, this is why you got to stay in your race. Because I'm sitting there like, I'm like, y'all still on that shit? I'm saying, here I am. I'm criticizing her on some other different shit, and these people are still stuck on race, though. So now here we have in this situation, it's just like I remember that video. It was just like, it was another comment talking about they don't ever give broke black men a chance. I'm like, oh my God, this is not the point. This is not the point. Anyway, here now it's, oh, because black man is dating an Asian woman. I'm like, guys, do you know how many black women got black men on child support? Like, it's stepfathers on child support, dog. like it's ridiculous. Like, I already showed you the stats of that. It was like something crazy. Like, I don't remember off the top of my head, but I had said it before. But in terms of the majority of the people on welfare are single mothers, and you're looking at that and it's just like, what the? So this is not if you stick with black women, this is, bruh. It's the system. The system is incentivizing women of all races, mind you, to separate the kids from the father. That's what's happening right now. There's no race attached to that. This is something now that the black community has endured that first before most, because they started that experiment in the black community. So I don't even know why people are even saying this. Yay. Who you marry is not who you divorce. Dear black men, wake up. But I don't even, bruh, because I don't want to say it, but it's like, I don't understand how, of a demographic of people, our women are the least married but the most divorced. I don't know how that's even possible, but that's what it is. And now you're basically trying to na boo boo because he married outside of his race and it didn't work, and it didn't work out. And instead of really just looking at the situation being like, wow, he initiated the divorce, what kind of problem child was she? But no, we're still stuck in middle school. We're still stuck in middle school because somebody married outside, or if a black woman married outside her race, a black man married outside of the race. So you see, you gotta, guys, right now we have a problem with the system where the system is incentivizing mothers, not just from one particular group, but mothers to separate kids from the fathers for more benefits, for more money. This is the problem that we have. But we're still in the playground. we're still stuck in middle school. Oh man. Like, I don't want to. Okay, thank you for this sister here who she said so many want to make it about race, like black mothers don't keep fathers away from their kids. Exactly. Like, this is not a race. This is not. It's literally, if I look at some of these hoes profile talking about my son is my king in my bio, man, stop it. Yo, stop it. Oh man. But anyway, Jeannie Mai, you wrong. Jeannie Mai, you wrong. Like stop. Like, come on, man. Jeezy's a good dude. I'm 99.99% sure. No, fuck it. I'm 100% sure he's a great father. Let's not do these. Let's not play these reindeer games. Let that kid. She's going to need Jeezy. Swallow your pride. You got divorced because you was a problem. Because if the man is divorcing you, dog, that means, bruh, because it's zero incentive for men to divorce their wife. So if it happens, that means I gotta look at you, dog, like with a side eye, because this is her second divorce, and I think her first husband divorced her as well. So that should have been a red flag for Jeezy right there. But what do I know?